What up? Watching another episode of Dallas Ebonics where we talk black. And today I want to talk about why do Democrats hate Trump so much when they just as racist as he is. Because I really just started thinking, bro, and it really just don't make sense. Because we know that the Democrats are the ones that started the 94 crime bill. We know that the Democrats did 3 strikes and you out. We know that the Democrats have been in charge of our neighborhood for decades and have done damn near nothing to improve any of our neighborhoods. We know this. So why are they so set on Trump being racist when they just as racist? So I did a little research, you know what I'm saying? And the 94 crime bill, in the 26 years since this bill has been passed, the federal prison population has more than doubled. It went from over 95,000 to over 214,000 in 26 years. The bill even incentivized states to pass tougher sentences by offering additional federal dollars. The bill created 3 strikes and you out, which still has people locked up to this day. I had heard, I think it was Boosie. I had heard him say something about when he was locked up with a nigga that had stole a lawnmower. And he had life for stealing a lawnmower or something like that. That's because of the Democrats. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of men that are locked up right now over bullshit, but because it was their 3rd strike, they got life. The Democrats did that. And I don't even know why we sitting here talking about the Democrats and putting any of them into a political position. Why are we sitting there talking about voting Democrats for president? And they got a lot of our young men locked up for life over bullshit. So it was about 27 states that the Democrats gave money to incentivize them to lock up black people for longer sentences. The highest being California, 45 million in 96, and they took 55 million in 97. Florida took 22 million in 96 and 28 million in 97. Louisiana took 6 million in 96. Michigan took 10 million in 96. New York took 25 million in 96. Texas not even on the list, surprisingly. But the one I find really interesting is Illinois. Because Illinois took 16 million in 96. The government gave Illinois $16 million to lock up niggas. Illinois did not change their law to include harsher sentences for more violent offenders, so they couldn't get no money in 97, like a lot of states did. But Illinois is considered one of the top 10 most democratic states in the country. Yet in 2019, they banned all black history books from the jails and the prisons. So a democratic state, a mostly democratic state, banned black history books from jails and prison. Why? Why? They talking about, oh, you know, it's racism or whatever bullshit excuse they came up with. Why black history books gotta get banned? You know what I'm saying? Most y'all black history books don't even talk about shit before slavery. So why? You know what I'm saying? Why pick on us? This is the Democrats. This is what the Democrats are doing. So let me just go ahead and talk about Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Because we just got to keep it all the way 1,000, bro. And people ain't going to like this shit, but we got to keep it 100. What exactly are the benefits that Donald Trump has brought to black people? If we just going to keep it real, Donald Trump is the best president black people have ever had. Let's just keep it 100, bro. Before you click off this video, listen to what I'm saying. Donald Trump is the best president that black people have ever had. We know he's an idiot. We know he's a racist. We know he's largely uneducated. We already know. You know what I'm saying? But he's the best president. Let me explain why. Y'all remember that that rally he had when he was running for president? I remember it. And he was talking about your schools ain't no good, your neighborhoods ain't no good, you ain't got nothing to lose, blah, 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 your young men unemployed. What you got to lose? That was the best speech I've ever heard come out that man's mouth. Because the Democrats would never talk to us like that. Black people, a lot of us come up in the ghetto. We are accustomed to real shit. We respect real shit. The Democrats would never tell us no shit like that. But Donald Trump, as stupid as he is, came out and told us some real shit. And we needed to hear that. I needed to hear that. Because I never really looked at it like, damn, our neighborhoods really are fucked up. Damn, a lot of our young men are on the street. Damn, our neighborhoods, and we don't really have no businesses out here. Like, we really got a lot of issues. Donald Trump was the first politician I ever heard come out and tell us straight up. You know what I'm saying? He woke us up because he's a racist idiot. We needed somebody like that to wake us up. Number two, he's a businessman. Donald Trump don't give a fuck about nobody. It's not that he just hate black people. He don't give a fuck about nobody. You know what I'm saying? He don't like Mexicans. He don't like blacks. He don't like Chinese. He don't even like some of these white folks out here. He don't like nobody. But he likes those that like him. You know what I'm saying? He's a businessman. And as long as it'll benefit him, he'll do it. As black people, we got to get out of our feelings. We got to get out of our feelings and really start thinking with our brain. This man is a businessman. We can use him to our advantage. You know what I'm saying? He's a really bad liar. And he's full of pride. We can use that to our advantage. The man is a liar. We know he a liar. And it's obvious when he lying. The Democrats are really good at that. They know how to lie. They know how to cheat. They know how to steal. They know how to play us like we stupid. They know how to manipulate us. Donald Trump don't know how to do none of that. He's retarded. We can use that to our advantage. We got to learn how to do that. You know what I'm saying? We got to get out of our feelings and stop letting the Democrats play us or play on our feelings into getting us to do what they want. So what? He's a racist. It's a lot of racists out here. Most of our congressmen and our local politicians are racist. Who gives a damn? You know what I'm saying? Let's use that to our advantage because most of these racists are smart and degreed and extremely educated. Donald Trump is an idiot. Ain't nothing easier to deal with than a stupid racist. We need to use that to our advantage. He's shown us the benefits of being unapologetically for yourself and your base. Donald Trump don't give a damn about nobody except those that support him. You know what I'm saying? We should learn from that. If we would get out of this mindset of trying to include everybody and start only caring for those that care about ourselves, we might be able to make some progress. I like what Farrakhan said that, you know, we could, if we was organized, we could maybe get something out of the system. Even though the system ain't for us, we could maybe get something if we were just organized. You know what I'm saying? And we had a clear agenda and we knew what we wanted and we had somebody to present that to somebody like Donald Trump. I seen a woman talking to Donald Trump and she was talking about the HBCUs and she was saying, I would love to see you put an HBCU in Detroit. And Donald Trump was like, damn, you know, that's not a bad idea. Hey, one of y'all get on that shit immediately so we can put a HBCU in Detroit. Bro, that's great, bro. Like, we need progress like that. I'm not saying the HBCU is going to solve all our problems, but what I'm saying is, if we go to the Democrats, they're not going to give us shit. They're going to give us a runaround ass bullshit, politically correct answer, and a bunch of fake shit. Donald Trump is going to tell us yay or nay. That's what we need. We can use that to our advantage. The Democrats and Republicans both have the exact same agenda, which is white superiority. But they go about it in different ways. See, the way I'm seeing it is that the Democrats are all for white power. And the Republicans are all for white power. But they have different ways that they go about achieving that. Because the Democrats are real low-key with it. You know what I'm saying? They real undercover. They slick. And they got all these little code words like minority and people of color that they use to not give us shit and give it to every other minority in America. And they got all these little tricks that they use. And all this little bullshit that they doing. We know what they doing. But the Republicans are more overtly racist. Like, they don't give a fuck what niggas think. Bitch, this is our country. You know what I'm saying? We run this shit, and it's white power to the death. KKK, all in they mix. That's how they are. That's who we should be looking at. The Democrats are fake and manipulative. The Republicans are straightforward. We need that kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? Because this is why the Democrats don't like Donald Trump. It's not about him being racist and all that. They don't give a fuck about that because they're racist. And we know, we got the proof that they're racist. So why do they really don't like Trump? It's because Donald Trump is overtly racist. You know what I'm saying? And so because of that, a lot of the moves that they're making, they're not able to do it as efficiently as before because Donald Trump is exposing all of them. Donald Trump exposes all the racists. Because of him being in office, we've been able to see who's racist and who's not. We've been able to see a lot of the plans that they have undercover. You know what I'm saying? So we should be more interested in what Donald Trump can do for black people than what the Democrats can do, because we know they're not gonna do nothing. Donald Trump is the best president that we've ever had because he's retarded. Donald Trump is a full-blown racist that's retarded. How is that not good for us? We can benefit from that. See, this is what I don't understand about us. For some reason, we're afraid of the racist. What are we afraid of? There is nothing for us to be afraid of. These people hate us, whether Republican or Democrat. None of them want to see us in power. They all want to maintain their power. So why are we afraid if they're overt or covert with it? That doesn't matter. They know we can't vote our way out of oppression. So the Democrats create this facade like we're working towards equality, when in actuality, they don't want to give us nothing. They know that shit. And the Republicans know that shit. You know what I'm saying? But if we would get out of our feelings and just go to the Republicans and at least ask, hey, we need this, we need that, we might fuck around and get some shit. Because at the end of the day, they want to maintain their power, but we could at least get something. We got to get something and continue to do what we've been doing, but riding with the Democrats, we're not going to get shit. The Civil Rights Bill gave rights to blacks, white women, gays, and the elderly, but has to be renewed every certain amount of years. See, a lot of people don't know this. The Democrats gave us the Civil Rights Bill, but they didn't give it to us permanently. It has to be renewed. In 2007, it had to be renewed again, and they renewed it for 25 years. Why are y'all renewing our right to vote? That should be a permanent law. I thought that was a law, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? They go up every certain amount of years to decide if they want to keep our right to vote on the books. White folks make these decisions. These are the Democrats that do this shit. Yeah, this is the Democrats' idea. Yeah, they never intended for us to have the right to vote forever. It was only supposed to be temporary. And from what I read, until, there was no need for it to still be on the books. And as long as they still see a need for it, they'll keep it. Hey, bruh, there's no explainable reason why they should ever be getting rid of the Civil Rights Bill. There's no justifiable reason for that. But this is what the Democrats do. On the low, undercover. You know what I'm saying? And then, let's get on Joe Biden. Yeah, let's get on Joe Biden. Joe Biden's Lift Every Voice Black agenda has the same language as the Civil Rights Bill. It mentions minority, people of color, urban communities, rural communities, and rarely actually says the word African American. See, this is why the Democrats are so dangerous, because they real undercover with their racism, and they real slick with the little words that they use and the tricks that they play on us. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm gonna donate such and such amount of money to minority businesses. A white woman is a minority, an Asian is a minority, a Jew is a minority, a Korean is a minority. Anybody that's not white, anybody that's not a white man can be a minority. How do we feel as though that's benefiting us? You know what I'm saying? This is what these people do. Oh, they gonna donate $7 billion to a bunch of white women and Koreans and say that, oh, we can't be racist. We donate to minority businesses. But those businesses aren't ours. You know what I'm saying? This is the tricks that the Democrats play. We have to quit letting them play on our feelings and our emotions. Donald Trump is retarded. We need to be using his retardation to benefit us. You know what I'm saying? We need to be using his racism to benefit us. We know he don't like nobody. We know that. So let's figure out, but we know that he's willing to give us something if he can get something from us, i.e. our vote. If we was to go to Donald Trump and say, look, bro, we will give you our vote if you do something about these police killing us in the street. We'll give you our vote and keep you in power if you do something about black-owned businesses. You know what I'm saying? If you create like a pool of funds specifically for black-owned businesses, we'll give you our vote. Donald Trump will do that because he wants to stay in power. He's a businessman. We give him something, he give us something. That's how it works. The Democrats, they don't want to do none of that. They want us to give them something and they give us nothing. You know what I'm saying? The Democrats don't like Trump because he's so overtly racist. He exposes a lot of their tricks. And that overt racism really wakes up the mind of the black man. You know what I'm saying? They want to keep the racism undercover because they don't want the black man to ever rise to power. You know what I'm saying? And if Donald Trump continues his racist tirades, then we may eventually realize that we cannot vote our way out of oppression, that we cannot do anything within this system, and we have to create our own system. Everything Donald Trump does is beneficial to us. I'm not saying he's not racist. I'm not saying that he is not the absolute worst president that we've ever had as a country. But as black people, he's the best president that we've ever had because he's given us a golden opportunity to get something. Nobody else has ever given us anything. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump is smart. I mean, Donald Trump is stupid, but at the same time, he's smart because he knows, he understands how business works, and he's using that mindset to operate within politics. That in itself is a good idea because you know that the only people that you're going to be helping are those that help you, and because of that, you know you'll forever remain your follower will forever remain loyal to you. You'll forever remain in power as long as you know your base is supporting you and you have a solid base. We have to, since we don't have nobody that's running for political office, we have to use what we got. You know what I'm saying? We got Donald Trump. We got Joe Biden. We know Joe Biden and the Democrats don't give a fuck about us. So let's use Donald Trump. Let's use Donald Trump's idiocracy to our benefit. That's all I'm saying, bro. Donald Trump is definitely the best president that black America has ever had because he's the only one that's given us a golden opportunity to get some shit. And we got to take advantage of that. So shit, that's where I'm at with it.